Ah, yes, you've heard it just about everywhere these days, TikTok. And no, I'm not talking about the commercially successful hit by Kesha. The TikTok I'm referring to is, as of recent, one of the fastest growing social platforms.
Sounds like a lot of... Sounds like a lot... Sounds like a...
It's widely known for producing and sharing all kinds of different short videos, from trending dances, comedy skits, and other sorts of entertainment, usually ranging from a couple seconds to a few minutes. I know there's much heated debate on its existence, but what it comes down to in the very end, it's just another popular app that'll eventually come and go. But while we're still here, why not make the most of it?
Let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die young.
One of my favorite things about this app is that because of how short the content itself is, it's easy for information to be grasped and communicated despite even a language barrier. But I think we can all agree that something that can be enjoyed and be brought to a conversation universally is none other than, well, food. And let me tell you, TikTok has plenty of area for that. Today, I'm going to be trying the ramen mayo hack. I've seen this a couple times on my For You page, and I figured it's a sign for me to try it out for myself. And it looks pretty easy, so I thought, okay, why not?
Sounds easy enough.
This hack calls for, of course, instant ramen. You can use any kind as long as it comes with a soup base. You'll also need an egg, minced garlic, and the star of the show, Japanese mayonnaise, also known as Kewpie mayo. But what's the deal with this specific kind of mayo in comparison to any other kind of mayo? Unlike regular mayonnaise, Kewpie is made with only the yolks, as opposed to the whole egg, apple or rice vinegar, and MSG, all ingredients that contribute to a rich, tangy flavor. I know there's going to be a couple of you who are already feeling a bit of disgust, especially if you're not a big fan of mayo. Even as someone who doesn't mind it, I was a little reluctant to put this in at first. But hey, don't knock it before you try it, right?
Oh, come on! Don't knock it till you try it. Put a little on your plate, don't...
You're going to want to go ahead and boil some of the water for the ramen. Usually, I like to add the seasoning packet to the water as it's boiling to create a broth. But in this case, you're going to want to put it in the bowl you'll use for serving. To this, add your egg, the minced garlic, and a squeeze of mayo. I used about a tablespoon or so for these, though you can adjust to your liking. I also added a little bit more garlic and some spring onions for a bit of color and flavor. Stir to combine and you should end up with a paste. Once the water comes to a boil, cook your ramen noodles according to the package instructions. To be honest, I never really kept track of how long I cooked these because I've made so many in my life, but I like my noodles firm, so I would leave it for only a couple minutes. Now here's the fun part. When the noodles are just about ready, very carefully pour some of the boiling water into the bowl with the paste, stirring as you go. By the way, if you were worried about consuming raw egg, then fear not. This stirring method will help cook the egg mixture, turning it into a creamy soup base. Once that's done, go ahead and add your noodles and any other toppings that you like. I added more green onions because that's what I like and had on hand, but I love sprouts and bamboo shoots. What are your favorite things to add? I don't know about you, but whenever I make a bowl of ramen, I feel an unexplained excitement before diving right in. Maybe it's because I haven't eaten anything prior, but there's something comforting about making a bowl of instant ramen and customizing it. So when I took that first bite, I was instantly warped into a different dimension. You know that scene in Ratatouille where the food critic has a flashback to when he used to eat ratatouille as a child? That's what I felt, but more like, man, how I wish I knew about this years ago. Because this is amazing. If you've ever had ramen from a restaurant, then this basically emulates that experience.
Sheesh! That shit look bussin' on God. Respectfully.
I already like garlic, so that part was already a plus for me. But the emulsified egg and the oils in the broth make it so much more luxurious than how it's made from following the package instructions. This is a real game changer. Like, it's so good. I actually had to make this again on another day just to see how much I liked it. I actually tried it with instant cup ramen where the seasoning packet was already incorporated with some of the noodles, but I made it work and it turned out just as good, if not better.
Oh God, it's so good. So good.
Also, for those who are hoping to hear me eating it while recording, unfortunately for you, I did not do that. Why? Because, that's embarrassing. I know you internet people. You can't fool me. None of that on this channel. But would I recommend this to others? Yes. I think the ingredients are easily accessible, and because it's so simple to make, I mean, you're literally ramen. It's definitely worth the try. You can always adjust things to your own taste as well, so if you end up not liking it, then, well, that might just be on you.
Will you cut that out?
So don't blame me if it turns out to be a catastrophe. I'm not responsible for any mishaps. Please don't sue me. There's so many food hacks on TikTok that are really intriguing, and I really want to try more someday. Have you tried the ramen mayo hack before? What are your thoughts? I've tried the sliced cheese on ramen hack before years ago, and it's one of the things I actually put on ramen still to this day. I've heard of putting peanut butter too, but I haven't tried that one yet. If you have any that you'd like for me to look into in the future, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm willing to try anything once. Or so I say. I'm looking at you, mustard and watermelon. Anyway, try this out for yourself if you haven't. See you in the next video.